Wow. Unbelievable. This country is they want to cut 70 billion by slashing the IRS's funding. They wanted to cut 70 billion by the next 10 years from the IRS. The House voted against 87,000 new hirings.
Republicans passed a rules package in what was viewed as the first test for Speaker Kevin McCarthy. Now a partisan battle is taking shape over funding for the IRS. Elon Moy joins us right now with more. Elon, good morning.
Good morning, Becky. On their first day in session, the top priority for the new House Republican majority was to slash funding for the IRS. The GOP's inaugural bill would cut roughly $70 billion from the agency, money that was supposed to go toward updating operations, hiring for about 3 or 4 more workers, and enhancing enforcement. Now, this bill did pass 221 to 210 along party lines, all Republicans in favor, all Democrats against. The Democrats vowed to defend those dollars, though. Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen.
Overwhelming majority of Americans, about 85%, follow the law and pay their taxes. The last thing they need is more IRS agents knocking on doors to conduct audits.
Now, Democrats vowed to defend those dollars. Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen has said that enforcement would be targeted at high-income households. The Treasury said that the IRS audits nearly 80% fewer millionaires than it did a decade ago, resulting in billions of dollars in lost revenue. In fact, the Congressional Budget Office estimated that rescinding the funding for the IRS would add $114 billion to the deficit over the next decade. Now, of course, this bill is dead on arrival in the Senate, where Democrats are in control. And President Biden warned yesterday that he would veto it if it ever did land on his desk. So, guys, this was just a taste of the partisan politics to come over the next 2 years. And Republicans made clear that they are ready for this fight. Back over to you.
Yes, here we go. What's the next big issue on the agenda, Elon?
Yeah, so Republicans have a whole suite of messaging bills that they plan to pass this week to show that they can rally around a common cause. It includes everything from the IRS, the first one, to bills on abortion and where to sort of draw the line in terms of when folks should be able to access that type of service. So Republicans are trying to show that after last week's bitter infighting, that they are ready to rally around common causes. And I think that you are going to see a lot of attacks around the way that businesses relate to China. We heard yesterday from the incoming chairman of the new Ways and Means Committee, Representative Jason Smith, who said that he's really concerned about the relationship between corporations and China, and he wants to look at the tax benefits that certain businesses may have as they deepen their relationships with China. So I think that that's going to be one important area for investors to pay attention to, because Republicans, even though they know that they're not going to be able to pass anything and get it to the president's desk, they are ready to make sure that their party can unite, and they want to present that united front after some pretty messy politics last week.
Well, it's clear to see what the government is doing this morning. Good morning to all of you out there. Let's start with that. Now the IRS is getting the boot. And what they mean by that is the fact that they're going to cut 87,000 jobs, new jobs, that they were getting ready to employ in the IRS. Now that that cut has come in, you have a whole nother thing that's in development. And the main issue is with the IRS. These people, everyone's jumping up and down celebrating. This is just the first vote to gut their funding. What they want to do is defunct the IRS, but then come with something else entirely, a national tax. You see, what you're celebrating can end up being something that comes and screw you later. Well, everyone in the House, the new speaker then took over, and this was the first thing that they wanted to do when this bill was on the table was to cut that money. So now, hmm um, yeah, it's difficult times. I just learned that Diamond passed away from Diamond and Silk. Remember those two black girls for Trump? Diamond and Silk. Well, the one that's known as Diamond passed away. Lynette Hardaway. Yeah, I wasn't a big fan of them, but still, rest in peace to her. Hey, she believed in Trump. That's fine, but I think their reasons was most monetarial than anything else. Yeah, I'm just waking up to this. I don't remember going to sleep. Next thing you know, I was watching Ant-Man, doing a review on Ant-Man, and I think I was dozing off, making that thing, a video on screen thing. Then next thing you know, I was like, yeah, and then this. And that's all I really remember from yesterday. The last things. I don't remember anything else. Next thing you know, I was waking up. Oh well, the the sharks are in the water now because now the Democrats know they got to do something big. The IRS audits the poor and the middle class far more than they do the rich. They was like 87,000 new agents are going to go after your $600 Venmo transaction. Biden wants more money for your borders. Let's listen to him.
I mean, but when it comes to immigration, it seems like it's a better issue for them than trying to solve it. Look, we need more resources to secure the border. Yet again, extreme Republicans have said no. Many Republicans agree we should do something, but it's time to stop listening to their inflammatory talk. It's time to look at their record. As I've always done when I'll sit down with anyone but when it comes to immigration, it seems like it's a better better issue for them than trying to solve it. Look, we need more resources to secure the border. Yet again, extreme Republicans have said no. Many Republicans agree we should do something. But it's time to stop listening to their inflammatory talk. It's time to look at their record.
It's time to look at their record. Okay, now we're doing a Republican Democrat war, and nothing's ever getting done. So, the IRS, this is the biggest news to hit the country in a long time to let you know a shakeup is happening. So, what's going to happen in this shutdown? Jesus Christ. They're going to create something new, people. And that new thing, and congratulations to those who invested last August of 2021. If you was on the Patreon and I told you a stock to look out for, now that stock is on the rise. Told you in August in 2021 to get involved in the stock. Now it's over a year. Look where we are. You're looking a lot better. That's why you have to subscribe to the Patreon. Well, now that they've repealed it, of course, this is going to cause a big war now. Now people are saying we have to defund the IRS. If you do that, you're going to celebrate for about a week before they create something that's going to screw you even worse. So it's cool. It's better to deal with the devil you know. Well, some people are blind to a fault. Well, it was their first priority was to stop this because they had control of the House. So they voted 221 to 210, I believe. Like all the Democrats voted to pay the IRS. All the Republicans voted against. So it was 221 to 210 to reverse that 80 billion dollar in extra funding for 87,000 new IRS agents. Like they said that they can show where that money is needed. I'm just saying, damn. Let me stop talking about the IRS, but they start knocking on my damn door. That's the last thing I need. But Kevin McCarthy's in the house. And he's letting it be known. First day on the job. He couldn't wait to grab that gavel. Get busy. Kevin McCarthy, baby. Here we go. Uncle Frank is up this morning. I know, it was crazy. I woke up and saw it and couldn't believe my eyes. I said, what the hell? Oh my God. I remember when they used to chase down the tax cheats and all that stuff. Now, forget that. So, uh, the S&P 500 and the Dow. Is doing fine, doing about average, slightly uptick, slightly down a little bit. So that was August 15th. And that was that. But all right, let me get in here and take care of business. I gotta go take a shower and get caught up with everything that's going on. But yeah, the IRS, uh, the $87,000, 87,000 new IRS employees have been eliminated. The House has voted against that. That's going to free up about $80 billion within the next 10 years. Well, they think there's going to be 114 billion in the next decade that they're going to put towards the deficit. So, yeah, it's it's crazy. So they're going to try to defund the IRS period and come out with something new. Well, let's see what happens. Anyway, I gotta get in the shower. I'm out.